are playing a race to 9. And I'm excited to see these players get going. Arseni has definitely been kind of making his name a little more well known. I want to say the last 8 to 12 months. It's been very heavy, the professional scene, but also the social media world. Let's see, opening break, looking for the one on the left side. And he hits the mark. Tell you what, this break looks fantastic. As long as he can see the edge of the blue 2, should be pretty simple stuff. And he's overrun this. He's going to try to play defense here. He's going to bank the 3-ball up table. Oh no, he's hiding behind the 8-ball. Look at this shot from Arseni. Look at this. Wonderful. Completely blocked. Full ball eclipse. And Christopher is going to have some trouble hitting this one. All he's really got is the one-rail kick. Not going to hit the mark. Ball in hand for Arseni. You can see Arseni very confident and comfortable this morning. Taking no time firing these first 9 in. Getting a lot too close on this 8-ball. Should not be an issue. Very nice. All right, Arseni, rack number 1. All right, and remember, this is an alternate break format. So Christopher Lazarovitch going to be your breaker in rack 2. And don't forget, friends, we will have some co-commentators as the day progresses. We've got our good friend Mr. Jeremy Jones in the house, and he will be joining me in just a little bit. But for now, you've got Mike DeMarco. All right, here we go. Lazarovitch to break. This is rack 2. Little sidearm there, but the 9-ball finds a home. And that's going to be 1-1. How about that for an opening break-off for Chris Lazarovitch? He's only had 1 stroke of the cue prior to that break, which was the scratch, or the foul, if you will. All right, here we go. Rack 3. Arseni getting his first point the hard way. See if he can double this up. 1 ball misses the mark. And that's going to be dry. Nothing down. So Chris Lazarovitch first go in rack 3. And he's going to scratch. Hey, what sometimes getting put in these positions very early on kind of take you by surprise. And Arseni again, wasting no time. Look at his pace of play. This is incredible. You know, and that's one of the things that I think a lot of folks look for. You know, in their favorite pool players, they want to be, you know, entertaining. And Arseni definitely an entertaining player. I mean, you might think he was on a 10-second shot clock here. All right, Arseni Sevastyanov, 2-1 ahead now. And I'll tell you, if you haven't been to Racks, this pool room is wonderful. Staff is great, the food is great, and I expect as the day progresses, the rail will fill with spectators. Very active scene here in the Hempstead, New York area. Arseni opting to push out here. Not sure if Chris is a jumper from this position. I mean, he might just take a swing at the kick 1-9. I think that's what he's looking at here. I mean, definitely the shot is the jump shot from that position, but he comes out okay.
Chào Hoàng Anh Tiến nhé. Lười quá cho nên tắt bình luận. Bật xem thôi.
All right, Arseni opting to go with the combination there. It doesn't make it fall. So Chris going to have another opportunity here. Again, early on in the match, I think both players trying to find their bearings, if you will.
Cái giải này ít thông tin quá. Hôm nay bắt đầu này. Hôm nay là giải... Hiện tại đây là trận đầu tiên này. Không kiếm được cái lịch của nó.
One ball finds the mark. See if we can get you guys some game sound.
Mình đang kiếm lịch của cái giải này mà không có. Intake Open.
All right, there it is. All right, Lazarovitch looking okay here. Again, just trying to dictate to the room. Can't have that music in the background there.
Thiếu lực ra xấu rồi.
Don't want to hear any of that.
May quá vẫn va được con 6 kìa. Sáu này ra 7 điều kiểu gì đây? Đưa hận giới chém nó tiết xa. Cần khá nhiều lực nha. Dễ có sai số lắm này. Biết ngay mà. Giá ngọn cũng sai kìa. Ra cái má là carom 9 luôn này. Ăn 7. Chém mỏng 7 hoặc là carom 9. Đo đường carom luôn kìa. Intake Box Open nhé. Đây là một giải Open của WNT diễn ra tại New York, US. Sau giải này thì chúng ta có cái giải 8B. Sau giải 8B thì có giải Player Championship. Giải này cũng là một giải nhỏ thôi.
This guy is the epitome of confidence, wasting no time running these racks out. Makes it look as if it's be a formality. I want to thank all of the sponsors.
Giải này diễn ra trong 3 ngày, từ 27 cho đến 29.
And we are going to have rounds 2 hours apart.
Thực ra là hôm nay chưa muốn livestream đâu. Tự dưng không ngủ được, thôi lại bật livestream.
And then we go.
Con đường A băng ngăn được không? Cảm giác như hết đường A băng ngăn được. Vẫn còn nguyên đường.
Arseni looking okay. Everything
from the
3 ball on is really the big deal here. You can see he's put himself kind of a tough spot. Looking for coverage with that purple 5 ball. And how about that for speed control? A little bit of good fortune there as well. But you got to hit it good.
Mình tìm thông tin cơ thủ của cái giải này không tìm được mọi người ạ.
All right, it's Lazarovitch anticipating his kick shot. Now in this situation, really need to find some coverage. One rail off the top short rail. Try to hit the 3 ball full. Those 2 rails behind it. Does not find the mark. I'd say Arseni looking very, very comfortable. Right, there you go, 4-1 now. Sevastyanov looking very, very strong there. Christopher still trying to find his bearings out there, but not the case just yet. And again, you are watching the In the Box Open. We're live here at Rax in West Hempstead, New York. All right, Lazarovitch. This is rack 6. He's down 4-1. Needs to make something happen here. And break looks okay. So, event 64 players. Have a fair amount of New Yorkers in the field. However, we do have a handful of the touring professionals like Arseni you see here.
Nghe 4 năm dựng
Had a
thôi.
nice warm-up
Một
tournament
cuộc đời
last
2
night.
băng.
Arseni did come in the top 4 there. And I'll tell you, I don't even know if you could
Tiếp
really
tục
call
là
that a
cú
warm-up.
lê 1 băng ra.
Some of the best players. And when the dust settled, Nathan
Cúp 2
Childress,
băng hoặc 3 băng. Đây là 3 băng
and I
rồi,
believe
về
it
8.
was Casper
4
making
băng
it to
luôn.
the end. Those are your final 2 players. And there you have it. Arseni 5-1 ahead now.
Arseni thì đang phong độ rất là cao.
First 9-ball break from
Cặp đối khá
Lazarovitch.
là yếu.
Can't seem to make something work here. All right, there we go. Look at the breaks from Sevastyanov. He's definitely got it dialed in. He's had some time on this table. Again, last night playing the warm-up event. How about that for fortune? Great shot there. So Lazarovitch really in a tough spot here. Trailing by 4 games. Arseni playing flawless pool here. Makes a good attempt. Does not find the mark. And 3-ball wobbled its way in. Tell you what, if that's the worst we're going to see from Arseni, he's going to be very difficult to beat this week. Remember, the event starting today. And we will go through tomorrow. And the final 16 players including on Sunday this week.
The Flash.
Look at the pace.
Ngang sang có 9 ngủm lỗ.
Unbelievable talent.
Hello, hôm nay ông Hiệp sang không? Hôm nay anh có việc, thực ra là anh không sang được.
And you hear the rail giving Lazarovitch a bit of encouragement.
Sáng mai phải chiều mai, chứ sáng mai mệt lắm. Sáng mai mệt lắm. Nay anh đi cả ngày, thì cả ngày thì tối mới về, xong ngồi livestream tí đây, xong ngủ. Muốn chơi thì phải chiều mai.
And we do have Mr. Jeremy Jones in the house. He'll be joining me in just a bit. Right, here we go. Big break from Lazarovitch.
Arseni này vừa loại gót này, còn là gót 16 cái giải European đấy.
But staying at the table, not bad for second place. Now this is a tricky shot here. Looks like he has enough to bank it down table. He can draw behind the 9. I think that's what he's hoping to get accomplished here. Tell you what, but earlier we saw Christopher take a kick at the 1-9, so perhaps he's playing a little more aggressive. He went with the right shot, just missing the mark. It finds a little bit of coverage from the purple 5 ball.
Không, hết đường. Không nhìn vừa nãy thường phơi, không nhìn này thấy hết đường.
He's going to hit it with a little bit of pace.
Tí chết hài.
Get that cue ball up table, but he is going to leave that 2 open. So Lazarovitch with one of his first open shots. All right.
Ok, cái má đẹp sượt mỏng lên ra 4 rồi.
Say after first 7 games, Lazarovitch not looking too terrible here.
Ông này cầm trâu không có kiểm soát lực luôn. Vẫn ra nằm để đẩy trơn lên.
All right, Lazarovitch, 4 balls remaining in rack number 8. Comes up quite a bit shy here. He's himself way down table.
18 thôi.
And he does execute.
Mạnh lực.
Fair enough. This is a tight pocket here.
Vẫn được.
Anytime you're shooting to the side pockets, to be very, very careful, and we see it right there. Missing the 8.
Christopher này không kiểm soát được lực điều con bi.
So Arseni gonna take advantage once more, and it's gonna be 7-1 in this opening round.
7-1. Không biết được sau trận này trận nào.
Again, in the box open is what you're watching. We're here at Racks in West Hempstead, New York.
Phải ngày mai hoặc ngày kia thì có các cơ
from the Cast delivering this lovely event.
Có tập thế giới được. Còn hiện tại thì có Arseni.
And if you're watching on the social medias, please hit the share button. Let everybody enjoy these matches.
Quá tốt này.
The 1 ball finds the mark, but it looks like the cue ball is just going to trickle into position to see this 2 ball.
Thủ B2 thôi. Tự tin thì công.
Most definitely less than ideal.
Công thì ra 3 sốc, chắc là thủ thôi. Vẫn quyết định chém mỏng để ăn 2.
He was swinging.
Là đối yếu quá.
And that's kind of his MO. Arseni, definitely an aggressive style player.
Ra cái đầu gậy. Cảm giác như ông này đánh không có tính đường điều thì phải.
I'll tell you, it looks as though Lazarovitch is trying to match Arseni's speed at the table, and we see that a lot with players where someone's got a certain pace of play, kind of dictating the pace of the match, and You know, you see the opponent kind of adhere to that. I think that's exactly what we're seeing here. Lazarovitch. CR. Head referee.
Không thêm nhặt
Mr.
kim
John
ra.
Lehman.
Cầm 2 vòng. Không. Chỉ được
Arseni
là
looking
nhẹ.
to get himself on the hill and
Bây
within
giờ
one
sẽ là cúp này.
with these last two balls.
Cúp điều 9 cùng nổ. Đuổi khá là yếu. Phát lên 8-1 rồi.
There you have it.
Hưu rồi.
8-1 now. Arseni feeling unstoppable.
Không tự dưng người ta loại gốt 16 đâu. Vừa là gốt loại giải Euro Open vừa rồi đấy. Với tỷ số là 16. Đánh quá hay. Cầu thủ trẻ sinh năm 2003.
And very nice break there from Chris. Doesn't have greatest opening shot here. And you see the haste as he gets down to execute the safety.
Còn nhìn được
He's
B1
going to
đâu.
leave the edge of the one.
Vẫn
So
có
he
thể
does leave
masse
the edge
chống
of
được.
the one here. I'll tell you, his aggressive style is definitely entertaining, but definitely come back to bite you in situations like that. When you have a massive lead like he does, though, doesn't hurt to swing.
Pha này ra 3 xấu nhé.
Lazarovitch looking to put a second point up for himself. So he's definitely been struggling here. Arseni not giving him much room to breathe.
Thôi bắt tay.
And missing that
Cái này
three
bắt tay
ball,
được rồi.
that could be the last stroke of this match for Lazarovitch.
Đến đây bắt tay được rồi.
I don't think we've seen Arseni miss any open shots aside from the banks. So this should be pretty simple stuff here.
Trận tiếp theo là ai ta? Đối này yếu quá.
And there you have it, Arseni Sevastyanov taking his first opening match here. And we are going to check in and see what we have coming as far as our next matchup. That should be just around the corner. So stand by for that.
Không biết
Be
được
right
trận
back.
tiếp theo là ai? Team lịch rời này không có.